VBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, great entertainment video blogs, plus tons of other cool stuff. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 8:20 in the evening, Berwick, Massachusetts, on Saturday, March 18, 2017. The third and final video blog subject tonight is going to be about the former department store in Massachusetts, Stuarts. But first, the news from the RVBN Newswire. Lots of people's brackets have been busted because Wisconsin upset Villanova, the number one overall seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, by the score of 65-62, meaning there'll be a new champion in the NCAA men's basketball in 2017. Puerto Rico beat Venezuela by a score of 12-5 in the World Baseball Classic. The Gonzaga Bulldogs are the first number one seed to clinch a Sweet 16 spot. Kansas and North Carolina have to wait till tomorrow to do that. And sad news to report in the world of music. Singer Chuck Berry passed away at the age of 90. He lived a good life. Not too many people live to be 90 these days. So prayers to his family in his time of need. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash for my third and final video blog subject of the night, the former department store in New England, Stuarts. But first, hear this. Pump it up, 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 pump it up. Get your exercise in. Run, walk, swim, jump, skip rope, jump rope, whatever. Get your heart flowing, the body flowing, the blood building and building and building to get your heart healthy. And be a slim trim, 217 pounds like the late great professional wrestler Playboy Buddy Rose. You don't need to blow away diet for that. Tomorrow on RVBN, only two video blogs. First video blog will be about my personality profile about current Red Sox announcer on Messin, Dave O'Brien, and the second video blog will be about what if ESPN got the NCAA men's basketball tournament in 2010. CBS was this close to selling the rights to it to the worldwide leader in sports. Stay tuned. More great video blogs coming. And beginning Monday, I'm returning to do MSG House Show cards from WWE. Continue on 1987. I'll be doing this journey every so often until 1992. Angelo. I'm back. My third and final video blog subject tonight is about the former department store in New England, Stuarts. Stuarts was a kind of a small department store that grew big in the 1970s and 80s, but it really did not really change with the times in the 1990s to compete with other stores, and it went out of business by the mid-1990s. Background on Stuarts. It was founded in New England in 1957. It was a department store. It was known for selling footwear, clothes, bedding, beauty products, electronics, and houseware. When Stuarts was first opened, it was mainly a reseller of leftover department store wear from other department stores around the area, and they were being resold sometimes at discount prices, and it really got to be popular with the crowd. By the early 1980s, Stuarts invested in its own brand. It went on the stock market, and at its peak It reached $30 a share, and its corporate headquarters were in New York City. And also around the mid-1980s, they had Bradley Like Colors, and they expanded big time. They were all in all New England states, plus a few in New York. There was a Stewart's in Malden, Massachusetts, on the Broadway Plaza. There was a Stewart's in Tewksbury, which is now a CVS and expanded Market Basket. There was a Stewart's in Lowell, which is now the Meadowbrook Plaza, and there was a Stewart's in Billerica, Massachusetts, at the Town Plaza, which is now part of its the Altitude Trampoline Park, and it had a distribution center and offices, regional offices at Franklin, Massachusetts. But Stewart's had very instability in the corporate management. They never modernized its sales and inventory service, shipping products. They didn't really computerize it. When in the late 80s, early 1990s, they did everything by hand, which that's not a way to do business, especially around that time. And the stocks of Stewart's were going down and down. It was basically $1 by 1990. Stewart's filed for Chapter 11 in the fall of 1990, but it reemerged in early 1992. But competition was getting tougher now because of Walmart expanding into New England by leaps and bounds. The smaller department stores couldn't keep up with it. They also bought a department store called Harry's in Vermont, but that turned out to be a failure. And by early 1995, Stewart's filed for Chapter 11 once again. They couldn't find a buyer. They had to liquidate all their assets, and by the fall of 1995, all Stewart's were closed. Disappointing that Stewart's closed. I've been into a couple of the old Stewart's in Billerica and Malden, and it was a decent store, but the Billerica location of Stewart's, it was kind of, it kind of had not that good. Let's just say the store just wasn't that great, just with the atmosphere and the smell of it. You know what I'm getting at. That's about it on Stewart's. Be back tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus. For only 2 video blogs. You know what they are. I'm not gonna tell you what they are because you already know. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Budding guy. Molly Rose Blood of WCCOX and his nice legs. Elizabeth Hot So Sunday. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. And then Church of WPIX, Shannon Love, New York City. Wagon Google's best leg in New York City, Bonnet. Papa gives her babies, ABC 11. Sweet Southern Accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Winclair of WHH, Channel 7, Boston, is so cute. Best cute leggy blonde in Boston. And in the words of E. Patel last week, no bus. Bye now, sweet.